Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello. Hopefully, this stream is better than the one I tried this morning. I don't know why, but it was not being cooperative. Other than we had a big, huge rainstorm coming in and the wind was blowing and all that. Hey, Steve! Long time no see, and you're first. Good job. You're the man. You're always first. Well, not always, but yes, a lot of time. Yes, okay, good. I just logged in. This is so much better than it was this morning. I don't know what was going on. But it was not working. Need to turn off notifications. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'll message. Maybe people aren't ringing the bell. They need to ring the bell. I'll message Rose. I have Rosie and Donna on Messenger. But I messaged them this morning when I tried Beyond. They didn't respond, but they I got these my grocery haul, which the video just got uploaded this morning. These are the sweet potato chips. I haven't tried them yet. They're with there's corn in them as well, so they're not just sweet potatoes. I'm dipping them in some roasted red pepper hummus. They're good. I can't tell that there's sweet potato in them. So, what are you having for lunch there, Steve? I made myself some tuna salad sandwiches on croissants. Um, I put a bit of curry powder in it with some salt, pepper, mayonnaise. Yes, the first ingredient is stone ground corn, then canola oil, or refined sunflower oil or safflower oil, dried sweet potatoes, cane sugar. Not too impressed that there's sugar in it. Sweet potatoes. So dried sweet potatoes, cane sugar, sweet potatoes, sea salt, and calcium hydroxide. There. Gluten-free, low-sodium, vegan, zero cholesterol, free food, certified kosher, no MSG, whole grain, no artificial flavors, and no trans fats. There's all those things. And I can't go wrong for the price. I paid 24 cents for them. And they're good till December. Hey, Donna. Hey, Florida Greg. How's it going? These sweet potato corn tortilla chips. If I just uploaded my grocery haul from September 5th, um, I got these and organic corn tortillas on crazy sale. Like it was a markdown thing at the front. Usually that means that it's close to due date, but no, they're good till December 11th. I got these for 24 cents. And the organic corn ones I got for 54 cents. So, sweet potato. They taste just like corn chips though, with a bit of veggie maybe. They don't taste healthy. They taste just like corn chips. Sea salt. Just sea salt. But they're low sodium. When they said real whole foods. They're sweet potatoes, salt, and corn. And oil. And I'm dipping it in some roasted red pepper hummus. They're good. No, they don't taste like bird food. What's today in Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Today was supposed to be my daughter's Terry Fox run, but with the weather we had this morning, it was canceled yesterday. Well, not canceled, postponed till Monday. But also this weekend is the carp fair. So where I live, about 15-20 minutes out is the carp. You could drive to. It's a big, huge fair. To the point that all the local high schools sent emails out this week saying that they know that the carp fair opens Friday. See, Friday night you get a Friday when they open. They have a bracelet day on Friday, but not on Saturday or Sunday or something. So a lot of kids skip school and go to the carp fair, and it's like a tradition here that they said. They're like, we know that a lot of your kids are planning on skipping, but remember to tell them that they should go to school and it's a regular school day. Some more than others, but it's like the biggest country fair in our area. Home game day. Roll Tide hubby expects tons of fairs. Wow. We have Red Tide here. Hey, CR. See, here, college and university in Canada is not the same. Like they have football games and stuff at their spots, but people show up, but not like that. here in Canada, like that's why I don't understand Americans is that their universities and colleges football is like bigger than like NFL. Oh, it's snowing, CR. My ex, when I first married him, used to sell parking spaces in our backyard, so I missed the cash. Why did you guys move? You got snow, we got rain. Right now it's sunny though. See, that's why I don't understand why it's so much bigger than NFL. Hey Google, what's the temperature today?
In Ottawa today, expect a high of 27 and a low of 8.
High of 27, low of 8. Hey Google, what is 27 degrees Celsius?
27 degrees Celsius equal 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go. Sorry to hear that you had to sell that house. See, here we don't have any. The only people that watch the football, the college and university football, are usually the kids that go there and that have time. Like, there's not the what's it called? The barbecues out of the trunks and all that stuff. What's it called? Brain just went blank. Um, Tailgate. Thank you. Hey, Rocky Brook. There's not usually tailgate parties or anything like that, unless it's like actually advertised as such, and then it's usually just the students that go there. Crimson Tide. Rocky Brook, welcome to my channel. It's another thing that Canadians just don't understand about you Americans. Your obsession with college and university football. I can understand with NFL, like professionals, like our obsession with hockey. But we're not obsessed with college and university hockey or the lower leagues. Like we'll go to those because they're usually cheaper tickets. and some towns have and cities have the double A teams, the feeder teams that go to NFL, not NFL, uh, NHL. My brain just went blank. But we don't go well. Some towns go crazy for their cities' hockey teams. Again, professionals. Hey, 50 chickens in the hen house. Hey, Amanda. No, we don't. There's not usually tailgates at hockey games. Remember hockey season in the winter here. We had no privacy in our backyard. Oh. Here in Missouri, high school football is really big. See, even then, high school football is not big. The only people that go to the football games are the parents of the kids in the football team. Hmm. My mother-in-law is a big hockey fan. I used to be in Buffalo when I was there. Well, yeah, but Buffalo, again, it's an American thing. tailgate parties are not a big thing here in Canada. Like they've tried to try and get more people out and stuff like that, but we're like, eh. Canadians are not that dedicated. Now, for a hockey team, they might be, but most cities that have a hockey team also has major snow in the wintertime during the hockey season. Just getting people out to the game and having it on a good weather day is being lucky. Unless you're in Toronto, which Toronto everything is more expensive and everybody goes out to those games. But Toronto fans are very unique from any other hockey fans all around Canada. They're a unique kind of hockey fan. Oh, Canada doesn't suck. We don't spend our time and money barbecuing from the backs of our cars a football game of people that are not professionals. Wow. Well, see, even our football games, our high school footballs, there's not even stands. Most of the football, the high schools, they don't have bleachers to sit at and watch. Or they have a football field, and that's about it. Or if they do have bleachers, they're portable ones. Very cool. A Leafs fan. Yeah, as I said, so Leafs fans are a unique set of hockey fans. Local games are a big deal in places they are played. Play street hockey in the parking lot before the game. But see, what's the? That's why I don't understand. What's the difference between college ball and NFL? Why would you prefer to watch college ball versus NFL? More action. 2 hours north of us. Cool, Rocky Brook. I've never been to Kansas. The only states I've ever been to, I've been to New York State, because we're where we are. We're about hours away from Ogdensburg, New York. So I've been to Ogdensburg and Messina, Syracuse, and a few there. And Newark. Never been to New Jersey or New York City though. My oldest is going to go to New York City with a school trip sometime soon. I think November. Here with the cheese. Yes, I've seen um, people at the footballs with the cheese heads. There's a joke, please. It takes a heck of a lot to be offended, so no worries, Donna. There's only two things that I don't that would offend me. A, playing the race card and people calling people the N word, which you don't want to ever say. And the other one is making fun of people with developmental disabilities and calling them the R word. That's the only two things that would really offend me. Everything else, if it's made in a joke, and ingest, I will take it with a grain of salt. Tampa Bay Lightning. Are you close to Tampa Bay, Florida, Greg? My aunt, she lives in Homestead, Florida. I've never been there though. She came up to Canada once when I was a kid, and I've just reconnected with them after my dad died. So, because my dad was the intermediator, mediator, or whatever, intermediary. Can't say the word. Miles of the crow flies. Cool. Every day of the year, most women is prevailing winds, but 50 miles an hour. The joke goes, the reason why is Utah sucks and Canada blows. That's funny. Hey, teasers, pleasers. Rain here, but 27 degrees and windy. Like, you can't see much of the wind in my backyard, but South Florida, I'm Tampa Bay area. Oh, yes, apparently, and apparently, college and university football is bigger than NFL. Well, here, college and university football mean nothing, like absolutely nothing. They can't. They have bleachers at the college university football things, but they're never full. And I've never seen any advertisements. I have two major universities, uh, one major college, three smaller colleges like business, like a business college and an arts college, and then we have a French um, Cégep thing here, which is like the French college university, as well as we have uh, a, a a religious college. No, not college, university. So we have St. Paul's University. So that's like where you can go and take like church stuff, like to become a priest or a pastor or that, like theology and all that stuff. I'm paying attention to football. Also, what is your thing with playing football at Thanksgiving? So our Thanksgiving is in October, where there's a good chance that there there's always a good chance that there's snow on the ground, um, but good chance that there's not snow on the ground. People play football. If they have a big family come over or whatever, they might play football. But most times, like, I don't know anybody that really plays football when Thanksgiving. Like, they'll have a bunch of family come over. They come over, they socialize, they eat food, and they go home. Of the Well, I'm not saying that word. The 80s yesterday was 68. Better for canning. Yes, well, I did canning last week of tomato sauce. Today, well, I have the AC off. No, kids play street hockey. Sometimes in the street, mostly in the parking lots of a local school or that, or just go to. There's not where I live. You know, they usually ones that live on a cul-de-sac or that, or a very quiet street. They might play street hockey, but nobody really plays street hockey. They'll go to the field, um, like the local school, and play in the parking lot. Because roads are too busy to play street hockey. Don't worry, too warm. Guys, work. Yeah, and my immediate family, we like turkey, so we do Thanksgiving, our our Thanksgiving time, and then when you guys have your Thanksgiving, my family also likes to have another turkey, and then we'll have turkey again at Christmas, and then there's no more turkey till maybe Easter. Ouch, wait. It's be 45 degrees. Well, we have a low of 8 today. Hey Google, what is 8 degrees Celsius?
8 degrees Celsius equal 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
So that's about the same, 46 degrees. So we have a high of 27, which is, hey Google, what is 27 degrees Celsius?
27 degrees Celsius equal 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, so we have a high of 80, low of 46. That's fall here in Canada. Yes, your American Thanksgiving's in November, about a month before Christmas. Our Thanksgiving is the second Sunday in October. All the college plays their arch rival schools near the end of the season for them. Ah, okay. 90 here. I just turned off the AC today because I'm like, yeah, we like our house about 19 degrees, which is about 66. Hey Google, what is 19 degrees Celsius?
19 degrees Celsius equals 66.2 degrees
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
66.2. So we like our house about that temperature year round. Summer, winter, fall. Actually, at night we like it to go down to about 60. Awesome. What you canning? Teasers, pleasers. Ouch. Garden went into overdrive at the last moment. Yes, my garden is going into overdrive. I have to pick this weekend is my plan to pick a bunch of my vegetables because between this weekend and next weekend, because we could get frost or snow any point. We could have 27 degrees and then below zero. Like, it's not unusual for us. Need here. No, not us. Actually, we don't usually turn on the heat till around American Thanksgiving, if not to December, because it's perfectly fine inside without it. We're weird like that. Yes, October, November is the best time of the year for us. For heat wise, we hardly spend anything on our gas heating. Maybe a day or two. Usually it's just off. Garden went in. 2 more minutes and Rosie gets docked in pay. Yeah, what's her excuse right now? Because it's not it's not morning. Here they call it the Iron Bowl, University of Alabama versus Auburn. The set last game of the season, pre-bowls. Heating up the house in the summer. I usually will go outside and do. Yeah, well, I could do canning outside, but then I would be using so much more propane on my because I have my barbecue does have a gas burner, and I tend to just do it inside. It's just easier. But I don't do. I seem to get canning like in June, and then not much until um, September, October, and then I do like meats whenever they're on sale. Depends on my family. So my family likes turkey, ham, or lamb. So we kind of switch up. So my in-laws will usually do a turkey. They don't like ham, so they'll usually do a turkey at Easter. So if they do a turkey at Easter, um, we might do one. Last year, I think we did a lamb, a leg of lamb, super yummy. Yeah, are the leaves turning? Well, on my trees, yes, a couple. Um, Actually, they're dropping. I could show you them. I have a burning bush in front of my house, so all those leaves turn bright, bright, bright red. Um, we'll go for a little walk. Yes, lamb is yummy. Hey, Sheena, how's it going? We're gonna go for a little walk. Ah, don't want to trip on it. She, Jen, you should really put bush out if it's burning. Yes. Just reconnecting on my computer side. Hopefully, it works out. I love turkey. My family loves turkey. That's why, even though we go have turkey at my in-laws, we also have turkey at home too. It says turkey wife's family's butchers. You make a Thanksgiving. Yes, sorry about that. So apparently I can't go and bring you outside. Show the leaves. I will take some pictures of the leaves and put that in another video of my and maybe take just a video of that. Came through live stream. It was too far from the router, and then I tried to use my data, and then it went all black. Sorry about that. I got a favorite sub sandwich from George's. Oh yeah, yeah. So we like turkey. That's why in-laws they have turkey on Thanksgiving. Hubby goes, "What do we get?" Because one year, once in a while, I don't make turkey if we have it in my in-laws. It depends on how much room is in my freezer. But this year I'm going to be doing my groceries just before Thanksgiving, so I will have plenty of time to have get frozen turkey, and then just I'll brine it with salt water and have it defrosted that way. Club sandwiches are basically a BLT plus, at least. So I apologize. Okay, hopefully it's back. Is it back now? Sorry, I apologize. Hey, Canadian flag, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. I wonder why. I don't know why either. Yeah, Canadian flag. What part of Canada are you? Here, I'm gonna try restarting again. Is this better? I asked Google. It said February 15th, 1965. No, not national holiday, only July 1st. We only celebrate July 1st as a holiday. Day that the flag was official is just a day. Well, we celebrate Boxing Day in the sense that the stores are open and you can get good deals. I think you can watch boxing. I thought it was just me. Mine seems slower in the last month too. February. Yes, autocorrect is very stupid. Really? What's going on here? Is this a bit better? Speaking of windows, I did just close a bunch of windows. Is favorite holiday of the year for all cats? Why? Why is Boxing Day a favorite holiday for cats? I don't think so. It's a day with all the wrapping paper from Christmas and boxes left over for them to go into? pockets, or if it fits, it doesn't even have to fit, Donna. I have a big fat cat. They try and fit into a little box, and they squish the box. They don't have to fit. It's just baseball and hockey. I must run. It's time to refill the canners. Have a great day. Well, thanks for coming by, teasers, pleasers. Really appreciate it. And I hope you upload some videos of your canning exploits. Bye, teasers. Oh yeah, so this weekend we will be seeing a couple of I should have them uploaded and run of foods that you shouldn't keep in your fridge that are better left out. And there's two of them because I was doing one and then my camera was dying, so I stopped it and then I added like a part two with like 10 more. So I was gonna say my cats love boxes. Like right now, I picked up kitty litter, and they like to sit on top of it, and they're fat. Yeah, cats are funny. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to be having uploaded. Some of the kitty cats from our vacation, um, as well as fishy videos, and Abby feeding fishies and us feeding fishies and stuff like that. So those will be coming up soon. I have to get around to editing them. Everything just takes so much time. But no, we had like three or four kitties that lived on our, uh, at the hotel, and Abby, one cat let her pet them. Three cats let her feed them. But yeah, so as I said, Abby is the pet whisperer. Cats, dogs. We have a neighborhood dog that literally their backyard faces our backyard, like our backyard and the neighbor's one. They have a dog that doesn't like people. It's a rescue dog that barks at other dogs, barks at other people, doesn't like people. When it walks around here and Abby's out, um, Abby usually always asks to pet any dogs that are in our neighborhood. And she asks, and the owner, we know her from the school as she worked there a few years ago, and she's like, well, it doesn't really like people, but won't bite, but it might bark at you. And so she let the dog smell her, and then she petted it, and then the dog went and lied down and showed its belly. It did not want anything to do with me. When I started walking close to it, it started to growl at me, but it let her pet it. So I'm like, yeah, she's the pet whisperer. So she can, it won't. And the owner was like, well, she doesn't even let us pet her as much as this. So yeah. We went on vacation to Puerto Plata in the Dominican. I had one. I sort of just have a couple of videos up. One was what things I missed about Canada, and then one was the rain that was happening. All of a sudden, it was like it was very pretty. It was very warm too. But I will have like a room tour, like a hotel tour of the places and stuff, and a lot of like stuff of the fishies and the beach and stuff like that. And yeah, well, that's the thing because they knew that she loves animals, and like in grade 9, she took a grade 11 course called Green Industries, where they raised chickens. So they had chicken eggs, and they had them in an incubator, and they raised them for like 2 months, and then they returned them to the farmer as they were Easter egger chickens. And she raised them. She had to be able to take care of them, be able to wipe their butts and stuff because they can have chicken poop butt or whatever. I'd have to ask her what it's called, but it's common that they would have an infection or whatever. But she'd catch these little freaking little chicks in the big huge um, pen that they had them. So the pen was about 4 by 8 feet box, like a clear box, and there was a spot where they had the heat lamp and stuff like that. Not watching Scooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? So maybe my problem was I had too many windows open, because since I've closed all the windows, not that I was doing anything in those windows, the connection is better. Are you working from home today? Okay, I'm up and running. Oh, the dog that's lying on the ground. Oh, you have Pickerick's doggy cam. Well, it's usually not a problem, but apparently it is when I'm producing the live feed. Hey Google, is there a planned walkout today?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Hey Google, is there a planned walkout today against Doug Ford?
My apologies. I don't understand.
I don't know. So my daughter just texted me that earlier that there was a walkout today. Do I know about it? I don't know what to do. I'm like, a walkout? I'm like, I didn't hear anything. And apparently she said at 1 p.m. it's against what Doug Ford is doing, especially when it comes to the school system. Yeah, because he's like screwing the schools left, right, and center. So, hey, Iron Fire Horse, how's it going? You understand the Doug Ford situation? Oy vey. I can't believe all this crap that he's done. But we won't go there. Scooby Donna is, I believe, Pickerick's dog. If you go to the link that Amanda put up above, that was the link to his video. It's like a doggy cam, but right now it's seeing the doggy sleep. So I'm going to come in today and say, I'm not going to tell because I'm missing me feel. Well, I was just reading a text that my daughter sent me, and then she goes, some kids are doing it in doing it, and some kids are not. Okay, so Apparently, there's a planned walkout. I don't know. Yeah, I hate politics too. I would prefer that. Well, see, I think Doug Ford is taking you know uh, cheat notes from the American president and trying to do it for just Ontario. And unfortunately, he's been cutting things that really need to be updated. So for months went and blocked because women said either I get blocked or they leave and upset. In over 4 months went and was blocked because women said either I get blocked. Really, Steve? You're not you're not bad enough to get blocked or what? Guys, I'm off to make a video. Well, have a wonderful there, Sheena Cousins Keto Homestead. I really appreciate you popping in and saying hi and spending some time with me. And I will definitely check out your channel after the live stream and check out what videos you have up. Walkouts are done. Well, that's why I'm thinking too, because it's not going to do anything. Um, but now, if it was other protest, another type of protest and stuff like that, like walking out of school at one time, eh, it'd be better to write a letter to the Citizen or the Sun or newspapers or to your politicians. I thought you were so. Yeah, because I was gonna say Rick is channel is usually the one that has it's everyone's welcome in that. There was some drama, I think in February, March, where there was a lady that was causing drama on other channels, like on Homestead Tessie's channel and uh, Angie. Oh, what was the name? Angie something's channel, and there, there was some. They were basically being trolled. Like they had other accounts that they were being trolled with, but I try and stay out of the drama because I have enough drama with my regular everyday life. I don't need other people's drama. Yes, I walk out of school at a certain time to protest. Well, see, the problem is, yeah, well, the problem is that our Ontario Premier cut a bunch of funding from all the schools to their education programs to all these things and cut, like a lot of schools are, like were built 50, 70 years ago, right? They needed some, like the budgets include repairs to the school, upgrading them to like upgrading their Wi-Fi, upgrading their computers, upgrading, like our schools don't have air conditioning, most of them. um, it gets freaking hot here in May. We have school until the end of June. So haven't heard watch. Oh, love Homestead Tessie. Her and I basically started around the same time. Like we start like officially I started like not July, January 1st, 2017. And so did she, I think like the day before or a couple days before. Um she's such a wonderfully nice lady. She's like a sister from a different mother. Very good, very nice, down to earth person. Is that the Liberals? Well, he did have everything costed. Can't find any holes in their budget, and now he's cutting everything. The problem was that before the Liberals were in, the Conservatives were in, and they had like bare bones budgets, and all these programs were needing funding, and a lot of like things were in disrepair, like our roads. Like we've got potholes that people are planting gardens in, planting flowers in. because they're so big and they haven't been touched. You know, it's awful. Um, so the liberals had to put stuff in, but now the Doug is all like, "Oh, they're spending too much money." Well, you need to spend some money for things that make sense. Like put the money in for education. You don't need to put money in for weapons. Let's say because honestly, we can't defend the landmass that we have. Need to vote for that. Well, exactly. Well, this is the problem: is that it's we have federal, we have provincial, and we have municipal, right? So the parents vote for all things, but some things have pockets. Like education is federal as well as provincial. So and then there's also a little bit of municipal, right? Like I know my daughter's schools always need money for fundraising for something to upgrade their school books. I'm sorry, I don't think they should be fundraising to update to get the newest textbooks because that should be part of the education fund. They should have textbooks that were produced past 2000. A lot of things have changed in history since 2000. You know, like 9/11 happened in 2000. Some of my daughter's textbooks were probably the same ones I used. And it's been a few years since I've been out of high school. Homestead, near as much money is that she was so watching her child is of no benefit to me if nothing to do with her personality. True, but she has on Mondays she has cheat meal Mondays and she has thrifty Thursday, so she shows stuff, but she has a lot of homestead stuff. She doesn't have money really, and only on 2 acres. Hadn't recovered from the last time the conservatives reigned. Fixed tons of roads and bridges around my area. See, they fixed some bridges, but the roads, a lot of them, like here, basically is construction season or winter, you know, and we have potholes that are huge that people lose tires in because it's so deep that they go bounce and break tires or break axles and stuff like that. There's one area in Ottawa that's really bad that is supposed to get done before winter because there's been 8 cases towards the city because of it. But again, it's provincial. Low federal funding. Yes, well, so this is the thing is that when the conservatives are in power, they cut funding to everything. When the liberals are in power, they increase funding to things, especially things like social housing, education, environmental things. Like he just cut a whole bunch of environmental stuff that was actually making money. Like it was not in the red. So like so I don't understand. It's paid for and I could do tons 24 by 20. You're on keto? Very cool. I'm trying to do Trim Healthy Mama, which does have low carb as well as um, it switches between low carb and low fat. But keto recipes do work when it's on the low carb meals. I'm trying that a bit, but not 100%. That life has just been too chaotic lately for me to do 100%. Just my mind's just not in it. So I've been doing at least 1 or 2 meals a day. That's been lower carb, and then the other meal not so much. So just to get back in the swing of things. Should use Canvas text. Well, exactly. Since they're going to have it, that's what they should do. Yeah, we have some. They're using the cannabis tax to hire more police and to build prisons to jail people who use cannabis that's not grown by the government. Yeah, I don't know any of that part of politics. I mean, we do need more police because a lot of them um, retired. Almost every major city has a bare bones police force. Not because um, that's what they want, but because there's not enough police graduates from the police programs to be hired. Like right now, I just heard that they cut some of the physical aspects to the police program, so the whole running a 10-minute mile or whatever it is and all this stuff is cut out. There's still some physical aspects, like you have to be healthy and stuff like that, but a lot of the timed and weighted things are cut out. It's legal here, I think October 1st. They were going to try and legalize it July 1st. I'm on Google. Hey Google, when is cannabis legal in Canada?
My apologies. I don't understand.
Hey Google, is cannabis legal in Canada?
My apologies.
Eh,
I don't understand.
Hey Google, what are the laws around cannabis?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Yeah, we have the lottery, and the money goes, it's provincial, so the money goes towards whatever programs it uses. It's supposed to be legal October 17th, but it's only illegal if you buy the government. A chemist text to hire employees is not like a dentist who gives out candy. Hey, my dentist gave out candy. What's the difference between something I grow in my yard versus the government? So the rules that are going to go on in Ontario, in Canada, is you are allowed to grow your own, but you could have, I think, 4 plants. Um, and you have to buy the government grown stuff versus the stuff that the local um, dealer has out there. I know it's hilarious. Google is censoring me. It's a huge. And they have some of the big wigs of this government checks what you got. Maybe it's tomorrow. It's not today because Saturday. Oh yeah, that's okay. I thought today. Oh, I thought today was Friday, but then my appointment. I went and it was and they were late and stuff, and I thought, is it Friday? Because it's supposed to be my appointment, and then they showed up late. But they had texted me, but I didn't check my phone, so it was funny. Yep, nobody does. I honestly don't. I mean, I'm not. I don't have the time to research that because for myself, I don't use it, so I don't need to know about the legalities of it. For those who do use it, more power to you. I know a bunch of people that use it for pain management and they have the medical stuff for it. Um, and I know some people who have done it for recreational, and that's fine. You know, it's whatever. Provinces like Ontario will allow there we go, 4 plants per household if you own the house, but if you have to prove that you bought the seeds from the government. Your Google doesn't answer it. Okay. Well, at least it's not just my Google acting up, Steve. My Google seems to have a mind of its own. No, it's not as bad. So this is the thing. The thing is, like, I think it's going to be regulated, like how where you can buy it. Like you can only buy alcohol in certain spots. You can only buy cigarettes in certain spots, and it'll be regular. And you have to be a certain age to get that. So at least there's going to be an age thing for it. But and alcohol, there's more people that get behind the wheel while drunk and cause damage, or go home while drunk and beat up their wife, or you know, drink too much and overdose than with cannabis. It's not one that I think there isn't any overdoses for it. I'm unsure. Um, but I think it's one of the ones that it's almost impossible to overdose with it. You can overdose with other things, but not with it. Do you think someday they'll change? No, but that's what people do is that they make a Canada flag with that leaf in it, just because when they were promoting, like we used to have a political party called the Marijuana Party back in the 80s, 90s. It never got. I think it got one seat in. I first saying, and the Green Canada was part of the changing the date. The Conservatives were afraid that Canada would only use it. Yes, and I. And everything being a problem. Yes, that's how Canada tends to swing. We go one way for 4 or 8 years, and go another way for 4 or 8 years. So we kind of screw us up. Yes, because then you could have both cars on the road for the game. I used to live in Washington State. I know an owner of a rec store. That's a month in tech. You said you said doo doo. Can't answer that question because it's so boggling. I can't answer the question. No one really knows what's going on as first. One time, my husband Siri on his iPhone answered a question that the preacher at his church asked during a worship service once. Oh yes. Well, that's why I keep my phone on silent, on do not disturb. So if anything is on, it doesn't start talking and it doesn't ring. Because my ringtone's Hell's Bells, which really does not bode well, especially in a church service. Yes, that is really funny. That's hilarious. Mm. So, what are your plans for this weekend? Um, my plans, honestly, is to get the kitchen organized. I was starting to get the plastics organized, and I was doing some food prep. I also want to do some meal prep of not necessarily prepping the whole meal, but prepping the ingredients so it's easy to assemble the meals for next week, and do some meal prep that I can possibly freeze. I did cook up all the lamb burgers yesterday, and I finished cooking up all the ground beef. So that lamb burgers I'm breaking up into pieces. Before we ate last night, four we have for another time with the buns. We'll probably have them maybe with lunch tomorrow. But the rest I'm gonna gives me break up to make curried lamb. But I want to know what to do with the cooked hamburger. The kids are already buying stuff from wherever they're buying it. Family. Sorry, do you have a family? And then about a week later, at school, my speech teacher said something. Family. And hey, Rosie, puppy breath, how's it going? You showed up. Only been here like, I don't know, an hour and a half ish. Well, if it was the right answer, Donna, hopefully it was the right answer. Well, knock on wood, we have not had any trolls today. Hey, baby. You're gonna get a cup for water? Rowan has adventured out of her bed. She's been sick the past 2 days. Cars, what you're gonna hit, so it's Kia Soul Plus minus $1. Cool. Yes, we haven't had them knock on wood for the past week or so. But we do have one that keeps on putting a thumbs down on my live streams. Or one or four of them sometimes. Are you hungry? We have cheese croissants, we have hummus, we have grapes, we have tortilla chips. It could be a sandwich. We have turkey. Amanda says, hi, Ro. Yes, yes, people call her Ro. They say, hi, Ro. Her face is like, try to be smiling but not smiling and squishing my lips together. Or pouty. Pouty. But it was like this. It was very cute. For Uber. Oh, it's from AC/DC. She must redeem herself until she does puppy butt. Are you hungry? We have cheese croissants. Or you can have a muffin. We have the lemon cranberry muffins. It just started raining. We're supposed to get... Yes, it's very windy outside. We had major rain this morning. Like when I was doing my live stream this morning, that's why it only lasted about 4 or 5 minutes. The internet went all wonky. The power went out for a minute. It was fun. So, I restarted after my appointment. It was like, hey Google, what is the weather today?
In Ottawa today, there'll be thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 27 and a low of 8. It's currently 26 and mostly cloudy. There is currently a severe thunderstorm watch in effect.
So we have thunderstorms coming today. Yes, I'll try and do some videos of me organizing in the kitchen. Only problem is those take forever. I'm not very good at it. None of the buddies here were there. I smoked them. Did add an egg. The lamb burgers were already bought. So that video you'll see. I bought them on at Superstore yesterday. Not yesterday. Thursday, Wednesday. Which Wednesday? Grocery Wednesday. trying this. They you can't taste sweet potato. They taste like corn chips. She's looking like what? Um, they were already pre-made, so I got packages of 4 lamb burgers for $5. So I picked up 4 of them. So we had 4 burgers for supper last night. I cooked up the other ones to go with the other buns that I took out of the freezer, and then I have 8 that I'm going to break up to be making little curry sauce. And spotted it in the chat. Never would happen. Just I haven't been sleeping until after the wife leaves for work. What time does she leave for work? What would you like? Would you like some soup? I know you don't like soup, but if you have a sore throat, it might be helpful. What are you looking for? Dishwasher. So you don't go to sleep until 7? So you're up all night? Looked it up. Well, I know. That's why I was saying that some of their books needed to be updated because they were before 2000. And no, it happened in 2000. Yes, it happened in 2001. But what I was saying the that event and like their history books, some of them, or other books, wasn't even in there. Like it wasn't the way the internet was, how it is now. Um, that's why I was saying things like what Doug Ford was cutting was some stuff from education, that a lot of these schools are old schools and they have old textbooks and old things. Then they have tons of, like, their school has 1,400 students. Okay, the class does not have enough. Like say for example, geography, grade 9 geography. There is not enough textbooks for each student that it has to take grade 9 geography to have a textbook. So they usually keep them in the class and they photocopy the pages. But these textbooks are also 5, 10 years old, some 20 years old. I didn't say the T word, Donna. Like making the world safe for live streams. Hee. Like, actually, just a second. Let's see what year this one is. So this one is Abby's biology book. What year was this one in? Like, look how wonderfully cared for. Oh, this one's 2011. But that's not even the newest. There's a new one out. Yes, well, that's what Abby was just telling me about, a walkout. And she goes, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know, whatever you want.
So many club I've seen it on. I woke up from my nap. I was like, no one texted me. She said, of course I'll grab your
What's
stuff.
that noise?
I'm boiling water, the thingy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm making hot water with lemon. I'm putting lemon juice in hot water
Okay.
because
A sore throat, yeah.
Gabby suggested it because she's like, I tea and
What's the draining part?
I'm using it
Oh, you're using the Keurig.
with no Keurig.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
Okay, you're just using it for boiling water. Making me forget what I'm doing. I'm not really not modded in the chat. What's that? Yeah, they are big books. Did you use a lemon packet?
No, I just took some pure lemon juice.
Oh, okay. Ad stream, we have 5 covers going on at the same time. My hubby thought he would be so busy today, Uber and Lyft driver, that he had me make him several peanut butter sandwiches only. So I made him 4. Yeah, Rowan can't talk right now. Her voice is all. Abby was sick at the beginning of the week. She's still not completely 100%, and now Rowan is sick. But 2 different sicknesses. Abby had tummy issues. She has like a cold or a flu. Get your car washed and vacuumed. Why do people even have white cars? Like, white is just gonna show all the dirt. At least a black car covers up all the dirt. My friend has a white car. She always has to get it for a car wash because it always looks dirty. Yeah, I'm too messy for anything white. That's why I don't wear hardly anything white. I do have like a couple white shirts, but I don't wear them that often because no matter what happens, I always spill coffee on them or get them dirty or spill food, whatever. That's why I like patterns because I'm gonna spill something. rice and cheese burritos to freeze. Well, that speaking of refried, that's my husband's favorite thing is refried beans. Like I get them in the can. I have made them once or twice from scratch. He likes them too, but they take a little bit of effort. But you put refried beans, cheese, and salsa, and then I wrap them and you throw them in the freezer. Then you just microwave them for a minute, and it melts the cheese, and they're wonderful. Um, I've done it with rice too, but he's not too fond with the rice. He likes just the refried beans and cheese, and as a go-to snack, go-to cheap meal. Like a can of refried beans is about $2. The tortillas, um, a regular package of tortillas is about $2, and the amount of cheese you use are maybe like about $2. So like $6, you can make like 8 or 10, whatever the package is, of sandwiches, and you can eat like four, like 2 or 4, depending on how hungry you are. But usually 2 is enough. Usually top car for showing dirt. Really? I would have thought that black would be good to hiding dirt. My cars are better like gray. Well, yeah, gray would be. I guess gray would be best. White still shows it, but not nearly as bad black. YGO log. Oh, she backwards. Look. Look, the inside isn't white. What you go? Oh, Steve, you are too funny. So where's color to have for your kid? Well, yes. So I do like kitchen appliances black. Some of them, like my KitchenAid is black. It is much better than being white. My we just went on. Well, just even right now, getting white appliances. Like when we had to get a new fridge and a new washer, everybody's trying to sell you those stainless steel. Stainless steel shows every single fingerprint. I don't have time to polish my appliances. I rarely have time to wipe them down if I spill something on them. Let alone, I want every single paw print on them showing up. Our old place, we used to have a black um, stove and a black fridge. It was a rental, so the previous owner bought them, and didn't mind black appliances. They were fine, but the stainless steel, I would never do stainless steel. Your kitchen is like so. Mine's black because my husband was going to get me a blue one, but the problem with it would not probably go with our stuff. So he thought black or white would be better to go with all the other appliances. Eyelashes. My second car was black. I didn't go back. Oh, you have my condolences. Well, we have a yellow. So for Jeff for his birthday last year before for his birthday, which is right by Mother's Day, he was wanting a Soda Stream, so I got him the Soda Stream. They had a Mother's Day special for a bright yellow one, so I got him a yellow Soda Stream, and he likes it. The regular one is black, but this one was only like $69 instead of like $99 or something like that. I've never owned a car. I've never owned a car, let alone a black, white, or purple. Got 40 eyelashes on. No, I never really watched SpongeBob. But that is funny. Never guess the color all of the built-in appliances were in the house I grew up. Hint. So, green. Um, the khaki green or yellow or powder blue. Yellow hair. That's what I was like. I still have a head, so I have a hand mixer that was from my grandfather and grandmother. My grandfather wrote it on the box from 1971. Still works, and it's avocado. And it still works, but I like my KitchenAid way better. But it stays on my counter. I'm not lifting that sucker up and down. That's like 30 pounds. Same with my food processor. I want to keep it on the counter. Same with my bread maker. I want to keep it on the counter. But my grandfather was very much of a person who bought stuff, and he wrote the dates that he bought it, so he'd keep the warranties and see if they were good. And I know because I'm like, okay, this is older than I am. Make some hot black tea, and gargle. Well, that's what she's drinking right now. Some warm lemon water. So she goes with. Well, she should also gargle with salt, and have a hot toddy, which is honey, lemon, and tea. And if you're an adult, throw a bit of rum or whiskey in it. Oh, get her toasted and let her sweat out. Reflect the heat way more later. Yeah, that is way too hot. That would be like I'm not going out of the house type. You ever had an earworm of never smell a crocodile? Like, anyone remember that? Sorry. Hey Google, play Never Smile at a Crocodile.
Never Smile at a Crocodile by Frank Churchill. Sure. Playing on Google Play Music.
Never tip your hat and stop to talk a while. Never run, walk away. Say good night, not good day. Near the island, never smile at Mr. Crocodile.
Never heard this.
Very well.
Never heard that before. Apparently, before I end up having my head on the it's like my own private radio station. Oh, well, songs that are always in my head. I have the circus theme song in my head. The that's always playing in my head. And I have the A Team theme song in my head. And I haven't watched the A Team in years. That's the songs in my head all the time. And then there's usually a soundtrack of like 80s rock going on there. And then there's usually a conversation of, oh, I should be doing this instead and should be doing that instead, and how I'm not mastering my better use of my time. And then I argue with myself. It's all those wonderful things. That's why I like to listen to 80s rock on the Google Home and do my work, because otherwise all the other stuff that's in my head gets me distracted of all the things I should be doing that I'm not doing. Yep. This is why I'm very good at starting projects, and I get about 80% done, and then I stop. And I'm always constantly switching from project to project, and I get very forgetful. I'll go into the kitchen. I'm like, oh, I should be doing this. I do that. Walk into another room to put it away, and I'm like, oh, I should do this. Walk to the other room, put it away. Oh, I should do this. Run around the house all freaking day. And I've got like 1,000. Like yesterday, I was staying at home. I got over 1,000 steps just in my house, running up and down, rocking all around. Ranges are the cheapest models of stoves. Well, yeah, my fridge, when we had to get the fridge, they didn't have it in the store white. They had black and they had stainless steel, but the white. So we ordered it, and it was still $200 cheaper. Well, yeah, but yeah, but black is easier than stainless steel. I would never do stainless steel. Gotta mosey along and do some errands before we get too late. Well, thanks for Puppy's Breath for popping in. Check out this weekend. I will be having videos up of foods you should not put in the fridge. They should be up, I think, Sunday and Monday, or Sunday, not Saturday and Monday, or Saturday and Sunday, depending on when I get the second one done up. And I hopefully will have more videos up and running next week as well. How's it grip? Was turquoise. Nothing ever matches turquoise. Well, that's why I said it was either yellow, khaki green, or blue. So, because my Nana's house, which was built in 1950s, had avocado stove and fridge, a blue bathroom, a baby blue bathroom, baby blue tub, baby blue toilet, baby blue sink, baby blue, as well as a yellow bathroom. I don't understand why, but this was in the 80s when well, they passed away in the 80s. So my grandfather passed in 87 and my grandmother in 88. So at their house at that time, because they hadn't renovated since apparently the 70s, could get the avocado fridge and stove. They did not have a dishwasher. Their sink was it a stainless steel sink, or I think it was a ceramic white sink, like one of those farm sinks that they had. I don't think it was stainless steel. I'm trying to remember, but I remember the fridge and stove being green, which did not match their wood cupboards. Like, well, I didn't unmatch, but it was definitely a fashion statement. And their freezer in the basement though was white, though, and it was a big, huge thing. Their washer and dryer was white though, but old, like many moons old. there are some. Well, I will tell her to do that. To add tea to it and gargle. Right now, she's just sipping it. Well, it is 2 o'clock, so I probably should get going too, because I still have 18 billion things that I have not done. So, um, I don't think I'll be live this weekend, but I'll try to be live on Monday morning. I'm seeing with Angie if she's available. We'll get together and do a live stream together. But check out the videos that will be coming out. I had one come out this morning on my grocery haul from September 5th, so you can see all the wonderful deals I got and the cheap things I got. And then I should have the one I did this week up soon. It just sometimes takes a while, especially when computers crash. The tannic acid helps. Oh, the tea does. That's interesting. From the tea. I knew the lemon and the salt would do that, but I did not think. I thought the tea was just served to make it taste better. That is awesome. Yes. You're super smart there, Donna and Steve. So, have a great day. Um, See you next time. And enjoy your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends. Bye, everybody. Bye, Steve. Bye, Donna. Bye, Amanda. Bye, Puppy's Breath. And anybody else who's still in here. Mwah.